When teaching kids how to read, cramming is not the best way. That was how I was taught how to read, and I made up my mind to teach my kids the right way. That's why this channel is called Healthy Parenting, because we want to do it right. We want to lay a solid foundation so that it will help our kids to make a progressive improvement in their learning. And speaking of learning, this video is sponsored by Juni Learning. Juni Learning is a leading education platform for kids that offers online courses in coding, math, science, and more. So if you're interested in helping your child to learn how to code, I invite you to visit my description box. The link is in my description box, and go sign up for that program, and I'm sure you're not going to regret it. Thank you so much. When teaching kids how to read, it is important for you to understand that cramming is not the best way to learn. I know some people start with reading sight words, but you are teaching that child to cram words. You are not teaching that child to decode words. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how I taught my kids, my sons, how to read. Hi, my name is Mfon. I am a mother of 4. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. My oldest child is excellent reader, and I am teaching my 2 boys how to read. And in this video, I'll be sharing how the process of teaching them how to read, starting from making these letters for them to sound them, and from there we move to 2-letter words, 3-letter words, and so on and so forth. So I have 2 boys, ages 8 and 6. My 8-year-old has a little delay, and in this video I'm going to share with you how I work with him and help him to read and decode words, reading from decoding words. And when I was ready to, sit with him with patience and help him to learn, I got this book. And this book has helped me a lot. This book has, taught me how to teach him. That's why teach your child to read in 100 easy lessons. It is in this book I, started blending words, helping him to blend words, sounding it slowly, trying to decode words, rhyming. This book, I highly recommend it. And because I was ready, I also invested in books like this, the Bob books, where my 6-year-old reads, and books like this. So, and my son too has, my 8-year-old has this book. It is Learning Dynamics Decodable Books. So I love this book because it has words that he can practice. And after reading it, because understanding too was also a big thing for my 8-year-old. I said he has a delay, so he could read but he couldn't understand. So after reading this book, there are questions at the back. So I will ask those questions and he will answer it, and that will make me to understand that he understands what he was reading. So how did I start? Number 1, like I said, I got this craft. I made it myself, and I made them to sound it, because for you to read, you have to know your sounds. So they mastered this one very, very well, and we move on to blending 2 words together. So for example, this is and this is when you put it together, it is and according to this book, you sound it slowly, you pronounce it slowly. Then for 3-letter words like this, you start with s, To my surprise, my 6-year-old is beginning to read. He can read all 2-letter words and 3-letter words. So we have a lot of 3-letter words. So we are going to sit there for a while.
Dan was hot. Dan got a cat.
And for my 8-year-old, I make him put 2 random words together. Something like this. Good. Something like this. Fa, fe, fi, fo, fo. And random 2-letter that doesn't make any word, but he knows how to blend them. He knows how to pronounce it. So teaching a child how to read, especially if you have a child that has a little bit of delays, is just being patient and understanding and teaching it the right way, because sometimes we rush over it. So it is necessary that you start slowly. You start from sounding all the letters of the alphabet and then putting 2 letters together and make them read it. Make them learn how to pronounce 2 first and make them learn how to decode those words, because cramming is not the best. Cramming doesn't help a child, because by the time that child cram those words, when the child maybe finally cram the word, and when you ask that child to write it out, it will be difficult. But when you help that child to decode words like follow, you will help that child a whole lot. So I have been using this book to teach my kids sounds. For example, ch and sh, ch sounds and sh sound. And he has been making a lot of progress. So after teaching him, I wrote those words down on my board. But remember, you're going to pronounce it slowly. Okay? You're going to sound it slowly. Then you will now pronounce everything together. Okay?
Chop.
Chop. Good. Chop.
Church.
Church.
Chip.
Chip. Good.
Chair.
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 Chart. Chart.
Chart.
Chart. Chart.
Shop.
Shop. Good. Shop. Good.
Shop.
Shallow.
Shallow.
Shirt.
Shape. Squash. Mash.
Match. Good. This is the him. Sing. Bring. Good. Say that again. Coming. Ring. Good. By the way, the reason why I'm sitting here is this is where the learning happens. These are their books. This place is called Study Station, and this is my board. So I use this to teach them a whole lot of things. Also, this is not the only sounds that are in English language. According to this book, English has 26 letters and 44 sounds. So that's why we go in, to study other sounds that are in this book, so that we can learn it the right way. And also, another thing I would like to share with you is that this book will teach you how to sound the letters of the alphabet, say the sounds, say it fast, rhyme it, and write it. So this is the more reason why you need this book for your child. After teaching them sound and rhyming and blending, I will now invite them to read these books. For my 6-year-old, this is what he reads. The Bob books. And for my 8-year-old, this is what he reads. And now he can read other books other than this one. For example, we go to the library to get him more books. And this summer, I decided to slow down on the library so that he will learn how to read properly. And now he can read by decoding words, helping him to sound those words. If he's having difficulty, he is becoming excellent in reading. And you can do that too. You can do that too. It's not that hard. So I also want to share, I have a lot of these books. And it goes from simple to harder. And he's doing great pronouncing it. And I am so proud of the progress that he has made. So teaching a child how to read is not that hard. It's just starting from the basis, helping them to understand their sounds, and then putting those sounds into words and helping them to decode it. It will make it a lot more easier, because sometimes we don't want to lay the foundation, but we want to build a house. And that house will not be a solid house.
There is lots of cardo. They must take it around silver. Percy picks up mail. Henry picks up steels. Thomas picks up flour. It is almost time to get moving. But then all the engines crowd around Salty. Thomas cannot see what is going on. He asks James. Salty has a shark, said James.
This boy was non-verbal till the age of 6. So he's 8 years old now. Imagine being able to read and talk and communicate and understand in under 2 years. So it takes patience, it takes understanding, it takes, continuous work and effort and prayers to, for him to be able to read. So it really takes patience. You don't have to force your child. You don't have to beat yourself up. Allow that child to grow and evolve according to God's plan and God's timing for his life. So it is important to lay a solid foundation if you want to teach your child, and be patient with that child. One of the ways that I was taught growing up was, trying to force it, trying to make that child feel miserable, and the worst of it all, comparing that child to his or her mates. Children grow differently, and for the fact that child A can read properly doesn't mean that child B should be able to read in the same pace with child A. So children grow in their own pace, and the best thing for them or for you is to be patient and let them grow the way they were designed, they were wired to grow. So for my 8-year-old, I started with sounding these cards. Then I put 2-letter words together and him reading it.
And
Off.
No. As. Or.
Okay, let me see.
And also 3-letter words.
Cap. Zap. Zap. Map. Map.
Good.
Tap. Lap.
Good job. And now he can read a whole lot of words by decoding them. Also for my 2-year-old, I'm doing the same thing he's doing. He's done with 2-letter words. He's now on 3-letter words, and he's making a lot of progress.
the ants.
So once again, if you're interested in helping your child to know how to code, please visit Junie Learning. It's a leading education platform for kids that offers online courses in coding, math, science, and more. So the link is in my description, and go there, sign up for your kids, and I'm sure you're not going to regret it. So that's where I'm going to stop. So if you're looking for a way to start, I encourage you to get this book. It will help you to teach your kids the right way. And also these Bob books, it will help you to start them with words that they can decode little by little, 2-3 letter words, and they will go up from there. And I also have these side words that when teaching my child, I don't ask him to cram. He reads it. He sounds the word, he decodes it, and he reads it.
The ants.
And I am so happy that my children, they are learning in the right way, and they are going back to school better, and more empowered to read, to learn, and to grow. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye bye.